do a lob. Game 3 between the Lakers and the Rockets. No Kevin Durant again for Houston. Lakers already have a 2-0 series lead. Second quarter, Lakers up 7. The father-son connection. Bronny James using LeBron, knocking down the 3. And then there was this. The next possession. That's the alley-oop. And Bronny finishing with the reverse. LeBron was tough. The Lakers were tough in this game. They led 63-52 at the half. The largest lead, in fact, was 15 points. In the fourth quarter, though, Rockets down 2. Alperen Sengun going to find Reed Shepherd. Well, that's a 3. They're down 2. Quick math. That's a Rockets lead. A minute to go. Lakers now down 2 again. LeBron turns it over. Keep an eye on LeBron. He's just, like, taking his sweet time. And Sengun's like, well, I'm going to be maybe a little bit quicker here than that. And he is able to do that. LeBron taking his time. Rockets now up 4. 46 seconds to go. LeBron with the turnover. Sengun. That's a 6-point Rockets lead. Sengun, by the way, 33 points, 16 rebounds. The Rockets are up 6, but here come the Lakers. Jabari Smith Jr. tries to find Amen Thompson, but it's stolen by Marcus Smart. Smart, desperation 3, fouled by Jayshawn Tate. Like, he's clear. There's a clear foul there. Makes the first 2 free throws. Smart looking to make a 3-point game here. Drains the third one. Lakers down 101-98. 30 seconds to go. LeBron poking the ball away from Shepherd. Methinks Perk might have a few thoughts on that coming up in a few. Smart tries to find LeBron, fumbles the ball to Luke Kennard. Kennard's like, I'm going to get you back. That's the game-tying 3. Massive shot by LeBron, as you would expect from that kind of player in that moment. There's still time, though. Rockets possession. Sengun on the attack. No! But LeBron is there to get the rebound, and he calls timeout. 1.2 to play. Game now tied at 101. Smart to LeBron. LeBron, he had the big one, but he didn't have that one. We had the bonus basketball. Tied at 101. 3 minutes to go in overtime. The Lakers are up 105-103. Rui Hachimura getting on the board there. They opened the Lakers overtime on a 6-2 run. It's a 4-point lead. 2 minutes to go. Rockets down 4. Sengun working on DeAndre Ayton. It's a 2-point game, 107-105. But then over a minute to go, Sengun spins. LeBron is there for the strip. Mine. Fight for the ball, jump ball. Lakers would win that, and they would win the game. LeBron, 29 points, 13 rebounds, a couple of key defensive moments as well. 3 steals. They take a 3-0 series lead, 112-108.
How have you guys kind of embodied that must-win mindset for every single time you get on the floor, especially late in this game where you guys were down 6 with like 25 seconds to go?
I mean, what else are we going to do? We don't have the luxury of, like, thinking about maybe it's another game or it's a game, game 6, game 7. Like, our only mindset is like the next game. Like, we have to be in the moment. Like, we are not. I keep harping on it. Like, we're missing some very important pieces to our ball club. Like, very important. We don't have the luxury of, like, being passive or being complacent. Like, we don't have the luxury to do that.
There's a play in overtime where LeBron and Sengun fought for the ball on the floor. And it was a 41-year-old who came out from there and won the tip. What does that mean to you for him to come out from that play and be able to win the jump ball and then obviously winning the game afterwards?
I mean, the motherfucker been in this 23 years, right? we know he's gonna come up with that ball, right? And so it's not a surprise for us. Even though, he's 41 doing it. He's been doing this for a very long time, and like I said before, he's one of, if not the greatest player doing this, right? We knew at that given time, game on the line, who was coming up with that ball for us.
Coach, just kind of what was your general messaging to the guys after this loss, now down 0-3 in the locker room?
Grow up, and you're not that young anymore. You've been to the playoffs once, and we watched every situation just now.
The Lakers were down 6 with 30 seconds left in regulation. They are now just the second team in the last 30 postseasons to come back and win. The 76ers are the other team to do it. They did it the first round of the 2024 playoffs when they were taking on the Knicks.
Look who we got here. Mr. Perkins joins the program. Perk, the Lakers Down their top two scorers. They were underdogs coming in against the Rockets, and now here they are. They're up 3-0. It took overtime tonight. Wasn't a piece of art, but what are you seeing out of the Lakers in this series?
I mean, what I'm seeing right now is, one, J.J. Redick is coaching his ass off. Number two, LeBron James at 41, year 23, is balling out of control right now. He is the best player in this series. And what he has done is he has empowered the others around him. I allow Marcus Smart, Luke Kennard, and we even saw Bronny come in and contribute in a major way tonight. But what LeBron is doing right now, he's bringing that experience along with his greatness. And what he has done is he has showed you what a true definition of a leader looks like. Down Luka Doncic, down Austin Reeves, heavy underdog coming into this series. Now all of a sudden, his team has a 3-0 lead.
Are remotely interested or associated with the world of sports, and you know anything, you know about my recent history with LeBron James. I'm here to tell you right now, I don't care, and neither should you. LeBron James is simply one of the most phenomenal, greatest athletes we have ever seen in our lifetime. I mean, so much so that it almost gets to a point right now that if I said something negative about him, I'd feel guilty about it. That's how electric and incredible he's looking. This is as a third option on the Los Angeles Lakers. This is with J.J. Redick sometimes having him play center. This is with one of the Mount Rushmores in the history of basketball being deferential to the likes of an Austin Reeves. That's what LeBron James is doing. At some point in time, you just got to tip your cap. And you just got to say, yo, props where it's due. It doesn't matter whether they do it for you or not. It doesn't matter whether they do it for anybody else or not. What matters is that he deserves it. And as a pundit in this industry, as a commentator, as a journalist, all of the above, I'm going to make sure I'm not one who denies him what he rightfully deserves. Now, to some of you, that's going to mean the GOAT. That's not it for me because I watched Michael Jordan. That's not any shade on him, Kobe, Tim Duncan, or anybody else. It just means I watched MJ. And I know what the hell I saw. But that is in no way to take away from the fact that once you move aside Michael Jordan, I don't see anyone, and I mean anyone, that I can definitively put ahead of LeBron James in the history of the sport. Spanning over 75 years. I don't see anyone in the history of the sport with the thousands upon thousands of players that have blessed the NBA hardwood. I don't see anyone that I can definitively put ahead of him other than Michael Jordan.
When you have a basketball team that you say you have an A, B, and C option, and Luka Doncic was A, you had Austin Reeves at B, and LeBron James was at C. And now your C option is leading guys who are probably were just space guys who can create space for you. Luke Kennard, Marcus Smart, and DeAndre Ayton have really played exceptionally well, while the C option is leading us. And I will say this, you talked about me being blasphemous earlier about talking about the Knicks, but LeBron James has moved a slight bit closer to the legacy of Michael Jordan in my mind, because this is incredible that a guy who's 41 years old is leading a team this way. Because if I was 25 years old and a 40-year-old walked into the park, I would be like, oh, this is an easy win today, because he cannot sustain the type of effort that he would need. But he is making three guys who were really just thought of to space the floor, mark and defend. Marcus Smart come and defend. Luke Kennard spaced the floor, and DeAndre and rim run, he has made them prominent offensive threats right now, which is incredible.
We're running out of time, Kenny. I'll say this to you. Shockingly, I'm glad you're sitting down. I agree with you. He's moving closer to that GOAT status. I agree with you because I think what he's done is phenomenal. To be on the Mount Rushmore of basketball as one of the top 4 players in the history of basketball and to be deferential to Austin Reeves and Luka Doncic throughout the year, to play all 5 positions, even the center at one point in time, to a triple-double 1 minute, 30-piece another minute, doing whatever it takes to win. You can't say enough about LeBron James. He's been absolutely phenomenal. But the answer to this question is the disappointment in the Houston Rockets. I mean, you're 10 for 34. That's 29% on wide open threes in this series. You worked all year knowing you had lost Fred VanVleet. You never went out and got a point guard. You got Kevin Durant having nothing for you in the second half. This ain't chopped liver. This is KD Trey. This is one of the greatest snipers in the history of basketball. What the hell is going on? So you're looking at the Houston Rockets right now, coached by the great Ime Udoka, who's being out-coached by J.J. Redick at this particular moment in time because J.J. Redick is finding switches and solutions and stuff like that and making adjustments, and Houston seems ill-equipped to do anything. What is Reed Shepherd, one of your best shooters, doing on the bench, even though he's not a great point guard? What is he doing on the bench for a chunk of time instead when you need shooters out there? There's a lot of questions about Houston right now. They're not looking good. They're not looking impressive. And if the Houston Rockets lose this series without...
This game looked like it was an absolute rock fight. LeBron was, parading to the line, trying to get to the basket, couldn't make a real jumper. I guess he made a couple, but, he's 8 of 20 and basically just making plays left and right at low efficiency. And I guess they did creep over 100, but for a long time, it looked like the game might be, in the 90s to the 80s. The difference is in 2006, LeBron was 21. Now he's 41. And they just stitched it together. And look, Marcus Smart, you're going to have role players hit shots. Marcus Smart hit shots. Marcus Smart and Luke Kennard combined for 48 points in this game. Now, if Reeves and Doncic were playing, I suppose it's possible their averages are higher than that. Maybe they would have come up with more than 48. But against the Rockets, you don't need that many points. And that is an incredible way that they're delivering. And I'll say this. Number one, beyond LeBron just putting up the numbers, I'm not surprised. You tip your cap to him, but you're not surprised. I will say that at the trade deadline, the Lakers traded for Luke Kennard. There was a bit of a market for him. The Lakers got the deal done. Whatever you want to say, they got the deal done. It was a reasonable deal. Gabe Vincent, did they give a second, Bontemps? I can't remember.
Yeah, Gabe Vincent in a second.
All right. And then J.J. Redick, it's not like Luke Kennard is standing in the corner and just hitting threes. He's hit some threes, but they are J.J. Redick is designing a game plan where Kennard's getting the ball on the move. They're running actions for him and showing that he isn't just a spot-up shooter. I wonder if J.J. sees a little bit of a mirror in Luke Kennard. Duke player, viewed as a spot-up shooter. JJ may have thought in his career, I'm just guessing, no one said this to me, but JJ might have thought, I could do more than just come off floppy action and, run around and catch and shoot a three. I could put the ball on the floor and they could run some stuff for me. Whatever it is, they put a game plan in that has given Luke Kennard the opportunity to become basically a shot creator, and he is delivering. He is 9 years into his career, and he is delivering in ways that I had not seen before. Maybe he's done this in Memphis or something.
He has definitely handled the ball some in the past. It's not like he was never dribbling.
But he's
not like this.
He is basically, he's the number one 3-point shooter in the league percentage-wise this year. But earlier in his career at Duke and then when he was in high school, he was a total give me the ball and let me create my own shot. So anyway, that is definitely to be admired. Also, Jackson Hayes, like Alperen Şengün's numbers were better in this game than game one, but Jackson Hayes guards him down the stretch of this game. And Şengün made a couple of baskets, but Jackson Hayes was effectively guarding Alperen Şengün, most of it straight up. Jackson Hayes was plus 12 in this game. Okay? So I'll let you talk about the Rockets, McMahon, but this is a double story. The Lakers are really manufacturing something here. And I noticed in DraftKings, they've swung to the favorites, and I don't blame them.
Oh, yeah, they're up 2-0, and LeBron's had 24-2-0 leads in series in his career and won every single series.
All right, McMahon, the Rockets, go ahead.
Man, God, they're hard to watch. They're hard to watch, and you're watching game one, and they say, "Okay, man, boy, do they need KD because this is ugly." And then KD comes back, and the guy had 20 points at halftime on 6 of 7 shooting. Second half, he had 3 points on 1 of 5 shooting. He commits 9 turnovers in the game. The guy had more turnovers than buckets. Had 9 turnovers, 4 in the fourth quarter, and I go back to the baseball series I covered in Houston, that first game when they're just, and they're varying the double teams, they're varying like when they send the second defender and, where it's coming from and all that. It's not like it's the same, as LeBron says, it's not like it's the same pitch. They're mixing up their pitches, but the Rockets and KD in particular are not handling it well at all. And Reed Shepherd had 11 scoreless minutes in this game, fellas. Like, for a team starved for offense, they got a donut from the guy who's probably...
On NBA Today, we were asked, and I hate this kind of bleep, but, I was following the procedures of the producer said, pick, I don't make predictions. This is one of the reasons why. Pick a hot take for this game. And I said that Reed Shepherd would have a huge bounce back after 6 of 20. Boy, was that wrong.
Yikes. Yeah. Nice little 0-4. And one of those was a 3 in transition with KD open. And KD got the rebound and actually got a bucket off it. But KD was letting Reed Shepherd know on the way back down the floor, hey, when I'm open running the floor, don't pull up from 28. Give me the damn ball. But what an just an ugly, abysmal performance. And again, man, 23 points on 7 of 12. 9. 23 points on 7 of 12 shooting, but that was a terrible KD performance.
They're just running a double team at him. Do they not know they're going to bring a double team to Kevin Durant? Do they not know that?
Right. I mean, this is the thing. This is where it's hard for me to really parse out the, your point about the bifurcated nature of this. Like, look, the Lakers have been red hot shooting the first couple games, but the Rockets have, there's no theory to the Rockets offense. They're just smashing their heads into the wall and flinging the ball around. And they're running double teams at Kevin Durant. It's like the Rockets don't have a plan for that. It's what we've seen in clutch games all season. They just completely short circuit all the time. And also the other, couple other things. One, Amen Thompson never guarding LeBron James. I don't really understand what the plan of that is. Perhaps it's some sort of, we want to have him when he switches on to LeBron. Well, he's not switching on LeBron if he's standing in the corner guarding Marcus Smart and LeBron's going against Tari Eason or somebody else and getting where he wants. Also, Kennard is just straight line driving, going by guys on the perimeter for the Rockets and getting to the rim in the fourth quarter. This team that's supposed to be an excellent defensive team, just not really stopping the ball anywhere. And then you go down the other end and Durant's just throwing crazy passes. And again, they have 17 more shots than the Lakers today in this game. And, they're winning the possession game. Does not matter. And again, you could say, if you're LeBron even said it in the post-game interview, guys play better at home than on the road. For the Rockets, you could say, we're going to go back to Houston and, Kennard and Marcus Smart aren't going to, go 16 for 26 from the field like they did today. And we're going to get a couple wins and get right back in the series, which might be true, but it doesn't change the fact that you watch this game and it's like these guys they just can't run basic NBA offense at times. The Lakers are not the prime, to go back to your thing about 2005, this isn't the 2005 Pistons defense. The Lakers are an okay defensive team and they're making the Rockets
they
just
work
look
hard,
completely
but
inept.
they're very limited.
Yeah. And honestly, part of the reason they're very limited defensively is because their 2 best scorers aren't great defenders. Those guys aren't playing right now, but
3
still.
best scorers.
But
buddy.
Luke Kennard has replaced one of them. Luke Kennard is no defensive ace Like
Correct.
DeAndre Ayton and Jackson Hayes are not Rudy Gobert. Like, come
This
on.
is true.
Like this,
No,
again, no disrespect. They're playing
they're
really hard, but come on.
No, they are completely befuddling the Rockets with smoke and mirrors. They are out scheming them is what we're watching right now.
And out executing. Out scheming and out executing.
Out everything. I mean, there's just, what is the plan for the Rockets?
Well, that's
what is
the thing,
plan for the offense besides throwing at the backboard and hope to get the rebound?
Yeah. I mean, I want to credit the Lakers defense, but the offense is just, I don't know. It's